So what are some channels that we run paid media on?
Yep. So we do it all. But we really specialize in social media. So like I said, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and then also Google search. So anytime you're searching online on Google or Bing, some people use Bing.
Old people use Bing. If you have an older demographic, Bing is a great place to be.
And then display ads on websites, video. So YouTube, that's also part of Google now, but any type of video or anything like that. There's a lot, but those are sort of like what we specialize in, but there's a lot you can do and a lot of different facets of each too. Paid media needs to fit into your overall communications and marketing strategy, and it definitely has use in many different layers of the funnel, but it's super valuable to really just like boost your name.
It's clearly really complicated to build out a good paid media strategy. What are the things that you, besides just going real deep on research and Neil Patel videos, what are the top recommendations that you have for folks who are trying to build out their paid media strategy?
The biggest thing is knowing your audience. Who is your audience? What are your goals? And how are you going to reach those? So you really have to start with understanding your goals, your KPIs, whatever it is, lead gen, revenue for e-commerce sales, whatever it is. Then understand your audience from there. What ways you can tell that story and which ways you think are going to move the needle with that story and how you can test through that. So I see a lot of brands, and like I've worked for companies that have done this in the past, where we have one piece of content and we're like, let's launch a whole campaign around it. And then we're scrambling halfway through because it's not working, trying to edit things and change things. So I think what we do really well at Scout is come up with a comprehensive testing plan. We are planning our content testing strategy for that year now. That way, when we're filming, we're designing, whatever, we can consider all of those different elements that we want to test from the start, have a clear schedule, and be able to test successfully, but also be flexible because we're going to learn things along the way that might change that are going to change that. But still having an idea of like what you want to look for and what you want to test so that you're not scrambling and you are able to like utilize your spend most effectively, I think is really, really important.
I don't know. Like I think that's like that ties back into CRO so well, like having that testing plan for your content and knowing which elements you're going to test, with whether it's like cycling in different actors or you're testing, animated elements. I mean, obviously animation is so easy to test because you can just drag and drop different elements in there, but different products, like you got to find what your hero product is when you're doing e-com.
Like you just said, it can be that simple.
It should be
like when you think about like, oh, I'm planning for a year and ahead. It sounds scary, but like it's actually not.